So this is it, Kel. We're in it. We're in Monster Iceborn. This is what it is. It's just a bath simulator for your cat. This is probably the best feature of the game.
Play with your cat.
Look at all the stuff you can do. That was pick up. You can mess around with them.
Dip them in the pool.
So this is definitely game of the year. Just purely for
Just
this.
for this.
Just for this bit. Look at him. He's having such a good time. Which is good because he's going to get pummeled by giant monsters in a bit. So yeah, this is Monster Hunter Iceborn. It is, people are calling it DLC for Monster Hunter World. I would argue that it's probably more akin to an old school expansion pack. What I will do as well. So, this is the new gathering hub in the new area. You put a quest on the board, which will show off one of the new monsters. So we're going to just jump into that and show off a little bit of the game. Anyone who has played Monster Hunter World will pretty much know what to get into. I think it's fair to say that this is just more of that.
Yeah, more of the same. A few improvements here and there, a few extra things you can do.
In terms of gameplay, so each weapon has a few new moves in its repertoire. Let's go with that. Get all aggressive. I love this new movie as well. So this is the movie for the eating in the new gathering home. And this is kind of just highlights the fun part of Monster Hunter. It's got this weird mix of like super goofy, very Japanese humor, and then it takes its like plotlines really serious as well. Kind of maybe a bit too serious. So it's nice to temper it with
there
this.
is some serious bits, but like you've got to just eat a full steak before you go out and hunt. That's the best thing to do.
It's really silly. So we're going to hunt a Fulga Anjanath, which is, have I just done this? I can't remember. Which is a subspecies of the Anjanath T-Rex brute wyvern looking thing from Once in the World. This is electric, where that was the original was fire. This is an electric version. It looks really cool. It's got kind of tiger stripes on it. So we're going to go and capture it. I think this is a capture mission.
Capture mission, yeah.
So I'm using a switch axe, which is one of the more ridiculous anime weapons of the game, and you're using an insect glaive.
I've got my hunting horn, yeah, more of a support character.
You say
a lot of buffs and tunes, but it's actually quite powerful as well.
It's mega powerful, and that's got some new moves as well. They all have, and make them just enhances them a little bit more.
Okay. I've landed right near him, so I'm gonna.
All right, you just track him down. So this is a mid-tier monster. Not the most difficult thing in the world, but he's also not a pushover. I think it's fair to say he's got some tricks. He can do some pretty devastating attacks. I've already got him on the track. Funny enough, we've actually got Brachiodeos in the map as well, who's one of the returning favourites. And there he is, there's our boy. And we've also got Uragan, who is nobody's favourite. So he's pissed off with me. So one of the new things you've got is a clutch claw, which lets you grapple onto monsters if you can actually hit them. It doesn't bode well, and I can't hit them from 2 foot away. So, but you can get knocked off if they roar you off, if they shake you off. So it's about finding the right moment to use that. So he's off. So me and you are both big Monster Hunter fans, really big. I would say, and this has been our week as of recording this. It came out last Friday, and we put 50, I think probably about 50 hours into it over that last week.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, Uragan's turned up.
We've had the week off.
And we've just literally wrapped up the main storyline. Oh fuck. And the storyline is pretty disposable, but the content, like the monsters and stuff, is fantastic. So I think basically as a base recommendation, if you liked Monster Hunter World and wanted more, then this is definitely worth the price tag. It's £35 in Britain. I think that equates to about $40 in America. I could be wrong on that though, but I think there's enough content.
Yeah, it's more of the same stuff that you like. Extra monsters, variants on the monsters. So there's something new for you, but yeah, it's going to be very familiar.
It doesn't reinvent the wheel, and Monster Hunter... Oh, you paralysed it. And Monster Hunter shouldn't. Monster Hunter World captured what modern Monster Hunter on a console should be. and I didn't want it to change too much. So I just think the little tweaks to gameplay that there's been are exactly what it needed. It just needed more content. There's a new area which, in hindsight, we maybe should have done a hunt in to show it off, which is the Hoarfrost Reach. It's a massive frozen area, which is probably one of the bigger areas in the game. I'd say it's up there.
Yeah. Have you already shown the clutch call? That's one of the new.
I've been doing it a few times.
I've just been concentrating on me.
So you notice when I get the clutch claw, I actually managed to grapple onto the boss, onto the Velkhana. There's like white scarring on him as well. That's bigger weapons, heavier weapons. If you use a successful attack on the clutch claw, will tenderize a monster's body parts and take away their armor. So it's quite good if you're fighting a monster which has weak points that are hard to reach for your particular weapon. You can grapple onto the body parts that aren't weak to your hits and make them weak. It's just a good way of kind of leveling out the damage. Jesus Christ, I'm finding it hard to talk and keep concentrated as well. Oh man, I'm not doing this properly. He's getting angry.
I got a cleanser booster over here if you need it more.
Oh god, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, you've got
Thunderblight.
Thunderblight.
I'm getting the shit beaten out of this. Oh god. Oh, he's just gone nuts. Cleansed. Your cat got the, your palico got the traps?
Got the traps, yeah. So the palicos each have their own equipment. It seems to be higher levels in this. I think it was previously capped at 10 and now it's capped at 15.
So they all get a new ability out of their various equipment.
Yeah, and it just makes them a hell of a lot better than they used to be, actually.
Yeah, some of the weak ones are actually pretty good. Heat's poisoned. I think I've got to find it.
Oh, okay, that's down.
I'm not sure what broke, but I'll take it. Ow. Okay, that was a big attack. He's definitely not happy. It's a full dungeon that has a lot of the Urigan's back. Full Gungeon definitely has a lot of the attacks from normal Engineer, but he's obviously Thunder, he's just a little bit different. I could be wrong, but I think when he's glowing like this, you can't get on his back properly, at least not with the clutch claw.
Possibly not. I think you normally have to stun them or make them flinch.
I just think I just mean the electricity like throws you off.
Throw you straight off.
Nice. Yeah, so I don't know if this is something that we get in this game, it's a while since we played it and we never really used the flashlight shot, but we can have to put shot tracks down.
Yeah, and it's an explosion lab, but it's spiral blast.
Oh yeah, that's the new one, I think it's a bomb trap.
Yeah.
As well, it's easier to see me because I'm recording from my point of view, but I'm wearing the acidic Glavenus armor. So Glavenus is a monster returning from Monster Hunter Generations. Big T-Rex, which uses its tail. I don't know why I'm drinking that. Uses its tail as a sword. It's ridiculous, but it's awesome. There's a flashfire trap here, actually, Kel. You can lure him over, and if we can get it, you paralyze him. And if we can get a good look at it, it's probably hard in the heat of battle. But you're wearing the Tigrex armor,
yeah,
which is my personal favourite monster returning.
It gives you a lot of good buffs as well. Yeah, it makes it so any health potion you eat has got a 75% chance of not being used, so you can use it again.
Yeah, free meal.
I'm constantly eating health potion.
He's not. Oh, you knocked him out. Yeah, he's down. I'm gonna go for his tail. Oh,
Not down for very long. I think we're getting the best out of this guy.
yeah, it's definitely. I mean, we just finished the main campaign, so this guy's kind of mid-tier, I'd say.
I think he's finished.
Yeah.
Which means you can show the best part of the game now, which is the tail riders.
Oh yeah, new feature. We can't do them in this area, can we?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can. So your palicos used to be able to ride on little animals. Now we can as well. And basically, what it does, it's just like a fast track thing. It lets you pursue your current target, and you can just open your map and put a new target down. You can just put a pin in it. So at the moment, we've got full Anjath.
Yeah, what's great about it as well, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you haven't seen a monster yet, what he'll do is he'll take you to tracks.
Oh really? I didn't notice
Yeah.
that. And you can sharpen, take out items. It basically just lets you kind of do your busy work while you get to your destination. That's cool. I like that. Watch out for the paracords on the ground.
I think one of them got me inside or something, yeah. He's done it again, he might get paralysed here.
He might have had a build-up of it
Yeah,
though.
he might have. I can hear something else. There's another...
You go for the head. Oh, Jesus, Nitro just blew me up. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, God, I thought I was under him. Tail's coming down. Yeah, he definitely won that fight. Your wide range is a pretty good support. Jesus, I mean, I'm barely having to heal too much. Oh, son of a bitch, which is just as well because I'm getting some mega hits. Oh, I missed that completely. There we go.
We've got to remember to catch this guy as well. I think that's
Oh,
one of the problems
yeah,
we've had
yeah,
with being a bit
that's-
powerful. Because he killed him back.
Tails just come off.
Nice.
Is he?
I'm not sure what he's doing. I'm going to go for this too.
I think he's just really pissed off.
Yeah, look, he's enraged now. He's got his wings. Is he technically a wyvern?
He's a brute wyvern. So brute wyverns are the T-Rexy looking ones. Oh, he's not having that. So one of the things actually I've probably been shown off without really thinking about it is you can now use your slinger without having to put your weapon away. Previously that was a feature of the sword and shield weapon.
Yeah.
But now everyone can use it. It's very, very good. Once you get under him. Oh, thanks for that. Was a timely heal.
It seemed to be right as you got hit.
Jesus Christ. He's comboing the shit out.
There's a... of times you used to hear me, you might have just moved.
So, I mean, this is, I suppose, just to kind of explain what Iceborn is. It's mentioned before, it's more a traditional expansion. It's big DLC, it's £35. It's effectively an additional rank at the end of the game. If you play 2 months in a world, you know you start off in something called low rank, which is effectively kind of easy mode. It's like an extended tutorial of sorts. It's the first branch of the storyline. Then you go up to high rank, which is kind of what was the old top end game, which finished off the storyline. Give you better versions of armor sets, better versions of weapons, and things like that. And then the game kind of came to an end. Iceborn introduces Master Rank, which would have been called G Rank in previous games. They're trying to westernize it. Capcom continue to try and westernize Monster Hunter to give it that mass appeal, which has definitely worked for them, seeing as this is the Monster Hunter World remains their best-selling game ever. I think the Iceborn's actually sold 2.5 million in the first week. And bearing in mind, this is only out on PS4 and Xbox at the moment. The PC release is the new year, which is like a lot of people unhappy because, for all intents and purposes, that is the best way to play this game. You know, you can have high resolutions, high frame rates, things like that. I'm playing this on a PlayStation Pro, so I'm playing on performance mode, so the frame rate's a little bit smoother, a little bit nicer, but it's not anything spectacular. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's never been a problem for me playing this game. Get out of that, get out of that. But obviously, if you're interested in performance and are happy to wait, then PC is probably the way to go. It's just a bit crazy that they're not on parity still, even now. But then again, people may well double dip. If the subreddit for Monster Hunter World is, or Monster Hunter in general, is anything to go by, people are definitely double dipping on this game. So yeah, basically this is a new kind of rank. It's Master Rank. It's the hardest mode. Enemies do more damage. Their armor sets are by far the best. Their defense values are sky high. They give you far more points in different abilities. I'll just put that back on. You get access to equipment plus versions, so you'll see my health booster plus and my vitality mantle plus. Makes them you can unlock them through quests. Makes them a little bit stronger. Jesus Christ! But also lets you socket them with gems like you can in armor, which is quite an interesting thing. Oh, he looks.
Let's capture him as well.
Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like a third branch, a third tier of story on top. It focuses entirely on a new set of monsters. Every monster that was in the base game has a G rank version, but the storyline kind of just skips them by for the new stuff. So you can fight like a Master Rank Tigrex. He's living. You can fight Master Rank of all the other old Elder Dragons and things like that eventually will make an appearance, but there's tons of new monsters like in terms of new ones.
So there's a couple of new ones right at the start. So you'll see a couple of very low level low level Master Rank monsters, and they're brand new to the game. There haven't been any other ones before. But you will see variants on monsters, sort of returning ones from other games, and then towards the end you'll also see a couple of new ones as well. Yeah, so
definitely at the beginning and the end, you got your bombs ready. I've got a trap.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna plan it. So yeah, it tends to be, it almost feels like a greatest hits of sorts. It's all the most popular signature monsters from previous games, which is pretty much what I wanted from an expansion pack. New monsters are always fun, but like returning favourites, especially when there were so few on World. Like World went out of its way to bring us new monsters. So it was really good to see a lot of returning ones. So as mentioned, we've got Glavnus, we've got Tigrex, Brachydios.
Yeah, I think that's the thing we've found with this game. We've always said them one way,
Yeah.
And now that it's voiced in English, come Monster Hunter World, yeah, we've found out that we say things wrong.
So Tigrex is one. He's a Tiger T-Rex. There's nothing you can tell me otherwise. And everyone, the official pronunciation is Tigrex, whereas I continue to call him Tigrex.
And we've always called one of the wyverns Raytheon, but she's Rathian. So
yeah, and that's never changed. Oh, nice, Thunderproof Mantle Plus. So that was a quest to unlock the bonus version of that bit of equipment. So I mean, you can see it's more Monster Hunter. It's Monster Hunter with some tweaks to the gameplay. As I say, every weapon has some new moves to complement it. They're nothing earth-shattering, and the game doesn't make a big deal about them either. I don't think it even draws attention to the fact that you have them.
No, I think it just follows on from other games where it doesn't really tell you very well how to use the weapon, so some of it is figuring out yourself.
Well, there is a tutorial you can go in that does give you kind of a full breakdown, but it doesn't say, like when you go into Monster World, it doesn't say, hey, there's new moves for weapons, or at least if it did, I completely missed it.
No, there was one mission to teach you about the Clutch Claw, but I think that was... I don't think I would have found it if I hadn't have known about it.
It definitely did say, hey, there's an early mission to go and do it.
Again, that's probably me just not paying attention.
It definitely did show that, but because we were playing together and we were just jumping straight into it, we definitely bypassed that for a long time before we ever got back into it. Yeah. So we've completed the quest successfully, so congratulations to us. I'm just going to have a quick jaunt out into Seliana, which is the new hub, the new town.
We can have an expedition on Hoarfrost Reach and just have a quick look at the area.
It's good. It's very, very pretty. It's very unusual. It's massive, and there's loads of hidden bits and pieces on it as well. Probably the biggest complaint I have about the game at the moment is this, what you're seeing now, long load times. That was something that plagued the original. It's something that solid state drives will not do a huge amount to fix on consoles at least, but if load times are a bugbear of yours, PC's probably the way to go because you will be able to do more with it on that. Okay, so this is Seliana, and it's cool. The best thing about it is it's small. They've obviously listened to criticism of Astera, which was the original hub town, but basically you've got your board and your items there. You've got the foundry up there to get new armor and weapons, and then you've got the chef in here to eat. And
oh, she's amazing.
So I need to show this off because this is the new cook. She is the what would you call it?
She's the Grandmaster.
She's the teacher of the she's the teacher of the Meowscular chef from the base game. So she's like the old grandmother who's come out of retirement to help you. I love this so much. I always like that. That's really questionable.
What she's putting on.
Yeah, the white liquid she sprays on top of it at the end.
But look how happy they are. It's so cute. Now, I question why one person would need that much, but you do also have your Pelico in the background eating too, so it's fair enough.
Yeah, he's always happy. Yeah, so have you put an expedition on the board?
I couldn't figure out an expedition, but I put them a capturing quest, so we can just walk around and it doesn't matter if we don't do it.
I'm not going to bother with items then. So we'll just have a quick show off of the Hoarfrost Reach. There is a way to get on expeditions with each other, but God knows, can I remember them? I'll tell you what, I'm going to jump in the southern camp because it'll show the snow drifts off and things like that. So I haven't yet unlocked all the camps here. There's one more, the central camp, which we need to unlock, but I haven't done that yet. While we're waiting for that load, I can quickly show you the new armor sets briefly. So there's generally a G-rank version of every monster from the base game, and the G-ranks look different to the high and low rank, which generally look the same. And there's usually a variation on that, normally in colour more than form, for the variants and subspecies. So Bone Alloy, they all kind of look what they look like in the base game, but so you've got a lot of kind of one-off things. So Jagras looks slightly different. I'll show some of the more interesting ones. So Coral Puka Puka has got a really cool colour scheme, I think. So Puka Puka is the poison variant from the base game. That's what he normally looks like. Coral is the one that's come with Iceborn. He's a water variant, and he has like a nice orange colour. So kind of the same set, but different. Barioth's is quite different, I think, from what I remember. It looks pretty crazy. So Beotodus is a new... he's a Piscine wyvern, like a fish wyvern. He's got a new armor set. So you got Tobi Kadachi from the original game, or Viper, who's the new Poison variant. So he's got like a kind of Russian, kind of Cossack looking thing going on. Bambaro, oh, I love this armor set so much. So Bambaro is one of the new kind of lower tier monsters. He's like a big stag. You've probably seen him in the promo main tier, but look at that fucking armor. That is.
It brings with him a beard, like
it's
a
nuts.
plaited beard.
And then you got beta, alpha, and beta sets as well. So traditionally, alpha's got more set bonuses on, whereas beta have more slots to customize further. So you got new Anjanath sets, new Fulgur Anjanath. I think that looks really cool. So what have you got? So, oh, what's this one? I don't know if I know this one. Oh wow! I remember that from.
Who's that?
I don't think it belongs to a specific. I think it's more like an all thing. But I feel like if that wasn't in high rank, it was definitely an old game. It looks like
he's got like wheels on his shoes. Look.
Oh yeah. If that wasn't in World, it was definitely in an older game like Generations or 4. I'm trying to find some of the good ones. So Shrieking Legiana is a variant, so it's like a black, big, angry, pissed off Legiana. So Odogaron always had a cool armor set, so that's the Master Rank one. And then you've got the Ebony Odogaron, who's a black version. So that's that. So it looks pretty cool. Glavnus is a return, so it's kind of what I'm wearing, but this is the base Glavnus. That is exactly what it looks like in Generation, so it's cool to see a high-res version of that. You've got all the Tigrex. We've been wearing a lot of that. That looks cool. Tigrex Beta looks even cooler. I'm trying to think. So I'm giving away probably a lot of the monsters here. Ooh, so Savage Joe. I've not seen this yet. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. So it's giving away a lot of the monsters here. So Namiel is one of the new monsters, like a water elder dragon looking thing. The best armor though in the game. Macaque. So I think you've actually just put the quest on the board to go and see the macaques, go and capture them.
Yeah, it's just an early event quest.
So it's an event quest that's on at the moment, and it gets you access to that little helm. It's kind of a joke item, a bit like the Wiggler helm. Although the Wiggler helm became kind of like a...
It was actually really good.
It's a staple of like support builds.
Yeah.
So this is the Hoarfrost Reach. There's only one new area with Iceborn, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's this.
Yeah, so it brings with it the need for hot drinks again, because they were missing from Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, and sometimes they feel like need as busy work, but then this game does not make them feel too intrusive. So straight away, snow deformation, really, really good, especially when you got a 30-foot behemoth tearing through it. I'm just hoovering up all the items. So you'll notice, as soon as we leave camp, so if you go in deep snow as well, it slows you down. You can gear for that and make it less troublesome. But yeah, hot drinks. As soon as you leave the base camp, you'll suffer from cold. It basically drains your stamina really, really quickly and reduces the overall size of your stamina bar. So you need to keep hot drinks on you to keep warm, or dress appropriately or gem for it or something like that. But this is the Hoarfrost Reach. It's a frozen wonderland full of new endemic life, all the little creatures that wander around. Really, really pretty. This is kind of the bottom of the mountain that it's set on. Oh, so we've got some popos over there, which are returning kind of creatures from other games, like big kind of woolly mammoth things.
What's great about it is you can actually sit on them as well, so I've managed to sit on this guy.
Oh, where are you? And there's Beotodus over there, who's the new Piscine wyvern, fish wyvern. He skates through the snow. Yeah, you can ride them. I don't think you can actually do anything other than ride them.
I don't know if you can direct them.
He doesn't look happy that you're on his back, though.
No, I'll jump off. So I think we've got Tigrex in here with us, or is it about?
We've got Jurataris, Fulgur Anjanath again, which we've already seen, and then Tigrex. So yeah, I really like the Hoarfrost Reach. One of the big things I always used to say about the base game is it's missing a frosty area. They've obviously heard me and put one in, and it looks really, really good. So yeah, it's kind of a mix of, you've got like the snowy forests, you've got tundra, like kind of just like areas like this, hot springs. We're here to capture macaques, aren't we?
Yeah. I can't see any.
Macaques normally hang around hot springs, but what you can do is actually you can crouch in the hot springs and look, they're just chilling chilling in the hot springs. Oh, nice! I got a miniature crown.
Oh, nice.
That was good. Sure, those macaques have got the right idea. Like to chill in the hot springs.
What's the
Don't cut. Oh, shit! Did you get it?
Oh, no.
Where is it?
I think I've messed it up.
Oh, I don't think it was shown for me, but yeah. So Kel just had a gold macaque spawn for her, which is one of the new really rare spawns. Is that mine? No, I think it's just a macaque. Ah, shit! Shouldn't have done that.
Oh no. Well, I know what they look like now. Just yellow.
Oh, there's
There's
Tyrex. Can I get in a roll? There you go. Oh, he's a boy. So that's kind of Monster Hunter World, really. It's more Monster Hunter World. It's a game that I absolutely loved. I say we put 50 hours inside a week on it, which I think is double what you predicted we'd spend on it, and half of what I predicted we'd spend on it. So it's good. It's lots of bang for your buck. If you're in the mood for more Monster Hunter, there's absolutely no reason why you wouldn't get this. If you had your fill, fair enough. If you didn't like Monster Hunter, then this isn't going to change your mind. They're doubling down on what Monster Hunter is, and I love them for that. But yeah, it's not going to change your mind. It's not going to open up doors. If anything, it's a harder, broader, deeper experience. It just adds the fun kind of craziness that a G rank would normally add to a game in the form of Master Rank. There's tons to do here, and we've finished the campaign and hit the end game, and there's probably at least another 50 hours worth of content in this, if not more, if you were so way inclined to play it. Yeah,
we've almost got to the point where it's the start of the next game. Another expansion, as it were.
So yeah, that's Monster Hunter World. I'm just going to pet Poogie there, because it's the right thing to do. He loves me. And there's loads of new costumes for Poogie, so I've got him looking like a Dodogama. I think the devs realised Dodogama actually looked pretty cute and was a bit of a fan favourite, so they'll give a Poogie outfit to him. So yeah, that's Monster Hunter World. It's great. It's more Monster Hunter. It's exactly what I wanted.